गति गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरुः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरो मम पाहि गुरो सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेदमपेदकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकादराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः। We are seeing Canto 4 of Srimad Bhagavata Mahapurana. We are seeing how the life of the children of Swayambhuva Manu and Shatarupa progressed in this world. And we saw all the daughters of Devahuti and Kardama Prajapati, their life. We saw that there was a feud between Daksha Prajapati and Bhagavan Sri Rudra. It happened in one of the satras of Daksha Prajapati. And Daksha Prajapati got angry and he cursed Sri Rudra, and he said that he will not get the Yajna Bhaha like all the other devas. And hearing that, Nandishwara, he too got angry and he counter cursed Daksha Prajapati. And Bhrigu Rishi, he got very angry and he also cursed Nandishwara. All this happened, and after that, Sri Rudra, he went to his Kailasa, and the Satra continued. So many years passed like this, but the confrontation between Sri Rudra and Daksha Prajapati existed as it was. And in the meantime, Daksha Prajapati was appointed as the head of the Prajapatis by his father, Lord Brahma. And with this, the ego of Daksha Prajapati raised to the sky level. And he was such a proud and very haughty person. And he was so much involved in the Vedic rites. He often used to perform and organize great yajnas and satras. Like that, he organized a great yajna and he invited all the other devas, the Pitars, the other divinities, everyone he invited, the Gandharvas, the Apsaras, everyone he invited along with their wives. So one day when Sati Devi, she was married to Sri Rudra. Sati Devi, she was watching like this, and all the devas along with their wives, they were going in aerial vehicles. And she saw that and she was so surprised, and she came to know that there's a great yajna going on in her father's house, and she wanted to participate in it. And but she was not invited. But still she thought, it is my house, so I can go. And she went and asked Sri Rudra about it. Bhagavan Sri Rudra said, Bhagavan Shiva said, and he remembered all that criticism he received on the yajna of that satra by Daksha Prajapati. He remembered all that and he said that this learning, austerity, wealth, health, noble birth, all these are the basic qualities of any pious man. But when an egoistic person has all this, then it will only boost up his ego and he will insult everyone. So it is better to stay away from such people. That's what Sri Rudra did. He just stayed away from that Satra. So it is better to stay away from such people, Bhagavan Rudra said. And Sati Devi said that you are a Vairagi. Maybe you are not interested in all this, but I want to go to my ancestral house and take part in that yajna. Even though I am not invited, I want to go there because I do not need any invitation to go to my father's house. I can go at any time. So I do not need all that invitation. And even if they don't respect me, no problem. It's only my father's house. She thought like that. And if you do not want, don't come. But I want to go, she said. And but Bhagavan Rudra said, Vyaktam tvamutkrishta gade prachapate प्रियात्मजानामसि शुभ्रुमे मथा अथापि मानं न पिदु प्रपत्स्यसे मदाश्रयात् कः परिदप्यधेयतः. I know that you are the dearest among all the daughters of Prajapati, but of your relationship with me, he may not be cordial with you. He may not like you going there. So some people are like that. They do not like the people who are in that established in the spiritual consciousness, just like the Ashuras. They are always in confrontation with Bhagavan Sri Hari for no reason. So just like that, your father always has some enemy feeling towards me. So it is better you do not go there. He said, and he also said that I was always meditating on Bhagavan Vasudeva in my heart. He is the indweller of all. He is all pervading. So I was always worshipping him. That is why he is called Vasudeva, one who remains in all the beings. So for such a person, there is no need to worship any one individual. So that's why I didn't get up. But he thought it as a great insult and he insulted me. But I didn't do anything other than this. I just walked off. So it may not be good for you to go there because of your relationship with me. Yadi vrajishyasya haya matvacho badram bhavatyana tato bhavishyati sambhavitasya swajanat parabhavo yada sasadhyo maranaya kalpate. Matvacha adihaya Yadi vrajishyasi, if you go, atihaya means crossing my word, matvacha means my words, ignoring my words, then bhavatya bhatram na bhavishyati, then there is no guarantee you will be happy there. No good will happen to you. So, insult from the relatives, so far they have respected you and loved you. And I know that your father's dearest daughter, you are your father's dearest daughter. When such a person gets insult from that same relatives, then Maranaya Kalpade, it is equal to death. Bhagavan Sri Rudra said, and he kept quiet. Being a Brahmajnani, being the all-pervader, Bhagavan Shiva, he very well knows the consequences. So he thought that if she didn't go there, she will sit here, cry, and anyway, it is not good for her. If she goes there, then she will get insult, if she will be insulted, and she may lose her body. So Bhagavan Rudra very well know about the consequences. But Sati Devi was so angry and she didn't agree to this because it is my father's house. Even if I am insulted or not invited, I will go there, just like that she thought, and she went to her father's house to attend the yajna. That is the great sacrifice. And all the retinue of Bhagavan Shiva, they also followed Sati Devi. So they all entered in the sacrificial hall of Daksha Prajapati. A great sacrifice was going on, and Sati Devi's mother and other sisters received her, welcomed her, embraced her, and they were so happy to see her. But Daksha Prajapati did not mind her. He was so grim, with a very grim face he was sitting. And all the devas and all the other dignitaries who have come there to attend this satra, they also kept quiet because they are in fear of Daksha Prajapati. If they respect Sati Devi or ask about why Sri Rudra didn't come, then Daksha will get angry and curse them. So they all just kept quiet. And Sati Devi saw that situation was so different. It was not like that when she was in her house before. So she felt somewhat, and she saw that the Yajna Bhaga, that is the bhaga that is given to the devas after the yajna was over, that portion is not kept for Sri Rudra. The yajna bhaga is not kept for Sri Rudra. So she got very angry she got, and she said, "Na yasya lohe syati shayanah priyastatha priyo deha brudam priyatmanah तस्मिन् समस्तात्मनि मुक्तवैरखे हृदे भवन्तं कथमप्रदीपयेत्." She said that Bhagavan Rudra, he is the self of all. He always meditates on the Brahman, on his own self, and he worshipped that all pervading Vasudeva. So he is the self of all. Deha Bradam Priyatmanah. He is the where he is very dear to all the devas, all the beings. Lohe Adishayana Priyaha. He is very dear to all the beings, the devas, everyone, and no one is also the enemy to him. Tata Apriya na asti. There is no one in this creation who doesn't like him, or he also doesn't is not an enemy to anyone. Tasmin Mukta Vairage Samastatmani. He is not a fear to anyone. He is a Vairagi and the self of all. Bhavantam Mrude Katama Pradipayet. Only you have an antagonistic feeling towards him. He is dear to everyone, and everyone is also dear to him. He is the self of all. Only you have that feeling of enmity towards him. Sati Devi said this to his father, Daksha Prajapati. And she also said that if a sadhu, he will see the good and bad and react to that person accordingly. But he will not find fault, but he can differentiate between the good and bad in a person. A jnani will see only the good in a person. But an exalted person, a person who is established in the self, he will see even a trace of good thing in a person and exaggerate it. He will not see any negative trait in a person at all. Such a person, you are seeing him as your enemy. And she also said that when such exalted persons, they will bear everything with patience. May have tremendous forbearance power, but if they get angry or if they are agitated even slightly, then you will be deprived of your power and position. This Sati Devi cautioned her father Daksha Prajapati. And she also said, Yadvayaksharam nama gireritam nrunam Suhrit prasangadagashu hanti tat pavitra kirtim tamalangya shasanam bhavanaho dveshti shivam shivedaraha. She said that his Dvayaksharanama, that is Dvayaksharanama, Shiva. When anyone chant this nama without understanding its meaning or just casually, if they say, many of the Shiva Bhaktas say often they say, "Oh Shiva Shiva." If it's very hot, "Oh Shiva Shiva." Like this they say. Even if a person say like that cautiously in this materialistic world, they will be removed of all the sins. And she said, seeing her father, Shivedara, you are that concentration of Amangalam, and you are finding fault in Shiva. Shiva is the Mangalakari. You are finding fault in him. He is the center of auspiciousness and he showers blessings for all. He never curses any person, Sati Devi said. And she said, Kimva Shivakyama Shivam na vidusvadanye ब्रह्मादयस्तमवकीर्य जडाश्मशाने तन्माल्यभस्म वसति पिशाचैर्ये मूर्धभिर्दधति तच्चरणाभसृष्टम्. She asked her father, "Do you really know the meaning of Shiva? Have you understood his values? Have you understood his nature? He may reside in the cremation ground with the goblins. He may smear the ashes from the cremation ground. He may wear the mundamala, that all that mala of that skull. But he is Shiva, Mangalakari. Even Lord Brahma falls on his feet to get his blessing. Bhagavan Vishnu, he worships him. So, do you really understand his nature or his values?" And she said that in such a place where a Mahatma is insulted, no one should remain here. They all should close their ears and run off. They should cut off the tongue of the person who persecutes him. And but you are all listening to all this, you are all the witness to all this, she said. Adastvamotpannamidam kalevaram na dharayishe shiti khanda garhinah jagdhasya mohadi vishuddha mandaso juhupsidasyodharanam prachakshate. She said that this body, Kalevaram, born from the Shitighanda Garhinaha, a person who is the hater of Shiva. This body was born from that hater of Shiva, and I will not bear it. I will not have this body. Shiva doesn't want to follow the Vedic rules, because the Vedic rules are the guidelines for the humanity or for the sadhakas. So they have to follow it. Shiva has crossed all those limits and he is one with Brahman. And so there is no strict rule that he should follow all these Vedic rites. But since he doesn't follow the Vedic rites, or he is not according to what is said in the Vedas, just like smearing all the ashes from the cremation ground and wearing the mundamala and not unclean and all that, you ignore him. And she said to Daksha Prajapati, "Don't think that you are greater than Shiva. You have maybe you have money or power or anything, but you do not have the spiritual consciousness like Bhagavan Shiva," she said. "You do not know the significance of Brahman. He has that. He has great spiritual power which is lacking in you, because you concentrate only in the Vedic rituals." Sati Devi said this to her father Daksha Prajapati. And after telling this, Naitena dehena hare kridhagaso dehodbhavena lamalam kujanmana vrida mama bhut kujana prasangadastajjanam Digyo mahatamavadhyakrut. Halam, enough of this life born from the hater of Shiva. It creates great shame for me, because I am a relative of this atrocious person. I am going to abandon this body, Sati Devi said. And when the next time when Shiva calls me Dakshayani, I feel very shameful. So I do not want this body born from the hater of Shiva. Having said this, Sati Devi, she sat in yogic meditation. She sat in concentrating on her powers, that is on her yogic powers. She worshipped Bhagavan Shiva, and she concentrated on the Agni in her. We all have that Panchabhutas in us, but we are not even aware of it. But Sati Devi, she concentrated on the Agni in her, and the Agni in her was evoked. And by concentration, she evoked the Agni in her, remembering her husband Bhagavan Shiva, and that Agni in her own body consumed her body. She burned her body. And all those people who are sitting there are witness of it. Daksha Prajapati, all the devas, the Peters, the Yakshagas, the other Apsaras, Gandharvas, all the divinities, along with their wives, her sisters' husbands, all of them are witness for this. She burned her body. Sati Devi abandoned her body because her father Daksha insulted her husband Sri Rudra. And the retinue of Shiva, they got very angry because they have to go back to Bhagavan Shiva and report this. And they also liked Sati Devi. They consider Sati Devi as their mother. They got very angry and they all came to attack Daksha Prajapati. At that time, Bhrigu Rishi, he invoked or he brought the Ribus from their realm. Ribus are great tapasvis. They were warriors as well as great tapasvis. They came and they chased off the retinue or the warriors of Bhagavan Shiva. So they all performed, they were performing tapas in the higher realms. So they were called, the Ribus were called, and they counter attacked the warriors of Bhagavan Shiva. So, what happened after that? I will continue in my next upload. Om Shri Narayana Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.